Wow, everyone, look at this. One day, one day it took us to get this all up. Other than some of the posts were already in. So my last video was last Saturday morning. Today it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon right now. I just got up here. I started getting my tools out and stuff. And I said, you know what? I better get a video in here of the progress from last Saturday, because in that video when I was talking, I said, I'm really hoping to get all this up today. Was my hope, was to get the posts in the ground, the trusses on, the purlins and the girts. And we did it. We started working at about 8:30. 8:30, I think everybody was here by 9. By 3 o'clock, boom, here it was. This is how it looked by 3 o'clock that afternoon. Incredible amount of hard work and help. I mean, all they showed up was for food. They got free food and free beer out of this deal. And of course, help from me anytime they ever need it. But I want to thank everybody that was here last Saturday, because we had a heck of a crew. So it was Trenton and I, my daughter Megan, my daughter Bree, my wife Melissa, my cousin Jake, his wife Dawn, my neighbor Josh. He drove up just for the day. 2 hours up and 2 hours home. So 4 hour round trip he did to come up and help us for the day. Outstanding that somebody would do that for us. That's awesome. Our other neighbor Butch, he has a cabin just down the road from us. Same thing. He drove up Saturday morning, helped us all day, and then went and stayed at his cabin that night. And then our neighbor at home and our neighbor up here, Mike, and his wife were down also, Darcy. They stopped in once in a while for moral support more than anything. He's building his own building right now, so he's got plenty of his own work to get done. But he just stopped down and see how things were going. He helped us here and there too. But God, I hope I named everybody. I kind of got off track, a snitch there. I hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm thinking I got everybody there. But thanks to everybody. I mean, you can't do something like this in one day without that much help. And especially, I mean, I do carpentry as a hobby. I'm not. This isn't what I do all the time. It may look like it in my videos, but I honestly don't. I'm a weekend warrior as far as carpentry goes. So the dimensions of our buildings, it's 28 by 40. We got the scissor trusses in, so we'll just walk around. I'm just going to explain some of the things. I don't think I ever gave the depth of our holes. I don't think I ever really explained what's in the bottom of the holes. So I'm just going to talk about some stuff. And then this weekend, I'm framing our windows, our door. We're going to plywood the front, because we're going to do cedar on the front of it to match our cabin. And then the sides will be tin and the roof will be tin. So it'll be pretty much a traditional pole building, but the front's going to have cedar and the painted shakes on the front to match our cabin. So let's just walk through it. I'm going to explain some things on it, and then I'm going to get busy here on getting some stuff done it. So on our posts, I bought these posts, and Mike got his posts from the same post manufacturer. We didn't buy them from a box store. We actually bought them local up here where our cabins are at, and they're a true dimension post versus the box stores. You know, they'll call it a 5x6, but it actually measures 4.5 by 5.5. These posts are a 5x6 true, a true 5x6. They're a little beefier, and they were slightly cheaper buying them from a manufacturer than a box store, and you get a better quality post in the long run besides. So our posts are buried 4 feet in the ground. Here in Minnesota, we got to deal with frost. So everything in Minnesota, all footings are 4 feet down. I don't know what other states are, but here in Minnesota, if you want any kind of a footing, it's got to be 4 feet down. Typically, frost doesn't go that deep, so then your posts won't heave, or your foundation, if it's a poured foundation or a block foundation, about anything really needs to have a 4-foot footing. And at the bottom of our 4-foot hole are these blocks. So we put all these blocks down the bottom of the hole. They call those a footing diamond. Put them in the bottom, and our post sits right on top of that footing diamond. And like I said, we plumbed them in, packed them in, and now it just rained here yesterday. So that rain really helps settle the soil too. And we'll go around. The soil, I know, is settled because it's a little bit lower than our grade now. So we'll have to put some more dirt back in there and pack it in some more. We have 2 door openings in the front of our barn here. We have a 9-foot wide by 8-foot tall, and then we have a 14-foot wide by 8-foot tall. Really, the whole front is almost all door. Makes it very easy to back something in here or drive something in. The whole front is accessible, because once you open up the 2 doors, you can really get in any direction into the building. And then we put a 6-foot wide by 7-foot tall. It'll be a an overhead door, and then it'll track high up to the top of the ceiling up here. But this is mainly for getting snowmobiles, lawnmowers, whatever out this back, so we can drive right straight down through the middle here. We can go right down through here and out the back. This side over here, we got a 4-foot setback, so we can do some shelves, some lumber storage. I built some brackets to put some lumber on and stuff. Might do a small workbench up in the corner up here, but nothing too big. Our wall up here is pretty narrow, so this is going to mainly for being able to drive our snowmobiles down through here in the wintertime, because we are up here every weekend. We got all of our wind bracing in, and here's a good look at these vaulted trusses. Like I said, it added 2 foot 4 inches to the center of our ceiling height. Let me walk to the other end so we're not looking into the sun, and I'll take a look up so you can get an idea of how that vault looks now. Yeah, see that vault now? It vaults up. So we're 9 foot on the sides. On our ceiling height's 9 foot. And then we're 11 foot 4 when you get to the center. Adds quite a bit of height to the ceiling. And that was an extra $200 to be able to do that, because we had to pay, it was an extra $50 per truss. It was only 4 trusses we had to do that on to gain all that ceiling height. I thought it was a great idea. It's a lot of extra room. This building is mainly going to be for storage, so that gives us shelf room higher up on the walls and stuff to be able to store stuff. We're building it as if we were to maybe possibly finish it and heat it in the future, but that future is a ways down the road. That's not in the near, that's a ways down. So we're going to be putting insulated doors in, and we're building it, like I said, in minds of possibly finishing it someday. The windows we're putting in aren't the best of windows, but they're not the worst of windows. They're in the middle of the road kind of a window. So if we wanted to heat it in here, the windows are a decent window for being able to do that. So they got screens and everything too. In the summer, if we want to open them up and let it vent through here, we can do stuff like that. So, but I don't know if I have much else to explain on this other than I got more work to do. I mean, you can see our rows for we're doing wainscot on the bottom. We ran a little short on our green treat last weekend, so I got to get these 2 boards in right here. But this is for our wainscot. That's why they're kind of so close together. Then from that point up will be our other color of tin. So, yeah, I mean, we'll just plug away on it this weekend. This weekend won't look like we get a lot done, because right now we're trying to do a lot of the piddly work to get it ready for tin the following weekend then. And once all that little piddly stuff is done, the tin will go on really fast, and you cover a lot of area in a hurry with the tin. But like I said, by the end of last Saturday at 3 o'clock, this was the way it looked. And I mean, we're all braced up. We got all of our wind bracing in all the corners. We got a little bit more lateral bracing to put in the top up here, but just getting all these purlins and everything in to hold the building nice and true, and all this wind bracing stuff. We didn't have anything to worry about all week while we were gone, is if this was going to shift or get out of square or anything like that. No worries, because all of our bracing was in. So thanks for watching our video. It's a 28 by 40 pole barn that we're building right now, and appreciate you guys taking your time to watch our videos. So yeah, that's about all I got for this video, and I'm gonna stop it here and get to work. Thanks again.